I'll apologize for this tuning. And I've been trying to figure out why it's a little off. It's because this tuning I came up with for this is a flat tuning. So it's supposed to be a little imperfect. Sometimes it feels like the world's moving on, or it feels like I'm already gone. Some say that's just a sign that it's right before dawn. I say the only way I can describe it is sometimes I'm watching my son on his bike and I feel like a ghost on the lawn. I feel like the host and the best of me fed something else and I'm fit to be pawned. I feel like the very last fish in the pond. And tonight they'll be flooding the valley, and I'll be alone in the reservoir, endlessly carrying on, deathless and bound, down to a depth I attempted to sound until I thought maybe my sound was gone. Held in a prison whose walls my fists have been pounding on, whose CCTV turned to a live stream soon as the stream of the reservoir split the walls. And I didn't make waves or a sound, I kept my head down and I drowned to embrace it all. Found what was left of myself, caught up in a tangle of trees and debris when the water receded. And maybe I'd needed that all along. Maybe my peace is the breath of relief in the break of a song. Maybe I'm right at the peak of my being as soon as I speak the last words aloud. Through the fury of my heart beating, maybe I'm only deceiving myself. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm nearer to right than I'd like to admit, and that's why I'm convinced I'm splintering. Maybe the truth is once you let the light in, the brightness is fixed to your eyelids and there's no forgetting no matter how heavy the curtains are drawn. Maybe I'm right at the peak of my being as soon as I speak the last words aloud, and then the moment is gone. Maybe I'm more than a ghost on the lawn, but maybe that's just what a ghost would be telling itself to attempt to keep calm. Maybe I'll try to disarm myself, only to find that I'm all of the wires attached to the bomb. I'll find that they run through the lines of my palms, and I'll learn the device is entwined and my final reserves are resolved. So if it ignites, I might just step outside myself, place my concern for your current events on an often neglected shelf, kill my drive to create and then claim a defense of myself, watching as everyone else just keeps revolving, like maybe them forcing insolvency on us just couldn't be helped, or honestly we couldn't tell. Maybe those questions are better off left to be muttered ad nauseum after I'm tossed in a cushioned and carpeted cell, singing the ballad of suicide hotline workers who know that they'd only be calling themselves. No, we are stuck in the clutches of leaders who publicly honor the fallen, privately set up a system that sees to it we are eternally falling, and privately plot the demise of us all while they carefully measure the plots we'll fall in. The mandatory mass grave cascade we are soon to star in. And then I push the thought aside, like a fog of a chlorine gas hanging thick in my mind. And suddenly I'm standing outside. I'm looking at the sky. I can smell the charcoal of someone's fire. I see my son out on his bike. In a moment that although I'm standing within it, I still feel it passing by. It's like it's fading into time. And suddenly it's 20 years behind.